Well, we had a little bit of mischief in the neighborhood today. My daughter, she's 12, and school starts Wednesday, and the following week they have tryouts for volleyball. And she wants to try out for the volleyball team. She went to the camp this year, really loved it, liked the coaches, met a lot of the girls, said she did fairly well. I didn't get to see because, the camp is during the day and I was working, but she wanted a volleyball net, so she saved up her money and went out and bought herself a volleyball net, and it was not an expensive one. It's one of those little sets you get, it comes with a volleyball and net, 2 badminton rackets, and it comes in a little case or a little box. So it's a cheapie, but she worked hard for the money. She paid for it and she earned it. Last night, her and her brother set it up in the backyard, and they played for about 2.5, 3 hours until the sun went down. And this morning when I left for work, it was still standing in the backyard. I came home from work this evening, got home about 4:15, 4:20, and it's laying flat over in the yard. Now, there's been no wind today. This is one of the hottest days we've had. The heat index is super high. There was a little breeze this afternoon, but it was blowing the opposite direction, and the poles were laid down. The poles were laid this way, and the wind was blowing that way. And the pegs were pulled out of the yard. So I thought if the wind blew it over, it wouldn't have really pulled the pegs out of all 4 of the pegs. It would have pulled the 2 far ones out, but not the local ones. So the pegs were pulled out of the yard. So it kind of looks like somebody might have tampered with it. And she is broken-hearted. I'm trying to figure out how to help her. These are the stakes. These little plastic stakes. You drive these in the ground, and then the pole sits on top of that stake. And whatever happened, it bent her stakes. So I'm thinking about trying to just turn a dowel rod the thickness of this disc, and then leave that about 1/2 of an inch thick, and then turn a long section for the pole to slide on, and then kind of turn a pointed section to drive into the ground. I think I'm going to try that. I don't know how well it'll work. I'm not going to get to it tonight. I've got something else I've got to work on tonight, and then tomorrow I'll be leaving just for the day. I'm going to run over to Louisville for the NHRA Street Rod Nationals, and so I'll be gone tomorrow. So Sunday will be the earliest I can get to it. So I thought what I would do is put a video out tonight. This will come out Saturday morning, and if any of you guys have better ideas for what I can do, to kind of as opposed to turning, or maybe a better way to turn this, or I'd be interested to hear what kind of ideas you guys have. You just never know. I mean, I think I'm going to turn it. Like I said, I'm just going to turn a rod and sharpen it, and so I can drive it into the ground. But if somebody has a stellar idea that's easier, I would love to hear it. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me for a few minutes, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great evening.